What's up, everybody? It's your boy Akil, aka BayBrotha. Check me out at AkilJennings.com. Support the music and support the apparel. AkilJennings.com is one of my brands. It's the Rule One brand. It says keep it 100, comes in different colors, but it's really about the message. You know, the message is keep it 100. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to anybody. Don't even be a liar. Be honest. You know, have some convictions. Have some integrity, you know, keeping it real, keeping it 100. That's my motto. I live by that. And that's not a very popular motto to have sometimes because everybody don't keep it 100. Some people would rather keep it collective. They would rather be a part of the herd mentality. They don't want to be individual because they don't want to lose their alliances or friendships or whatever. But my circle's so small, it's like this. My circle tiny. I keep my circle tiny, you know what I mean? So what I want to talk to y'all about today is opportunity. I know a lot of people struggling. That's been struggling for a long time. And I could tell you struggle is the result of the lack of quality education in most instances, because when you are educated, you tend to make educated decisions, right? And so a lot of us don't make educated decisions. A lot of us see a lot of obstacles and we don't see the opportunity that America offers. You know, we struggle most of our life. We watch our parents struggle. We look around our hood. We see violence and we see drugs and we don't see no value. You know what I mean? We don't see the value in our own communities. So what does that mean? How do we feel about ourselves? So we have to learn how to sacrifice, how to take an opportunity and turn that into a life-changing event. When you have the Employment Development Department offering free classes, whatever you want to learn, auto mechanics, you want to be a CCNA, IT, software, network person, you want to go to an engineering school. I mean, they have a list of schools that they'll support you. Opportunity. You have nonprofits and, you know, training schools all around the city. You want to be an apprentice, electrician, a carpenter. There are people who are in the community right now training people. It's opportunity. Go to the library. Can't read? Well, shoot, they got tutoring classes and literacy programs all over the city. Hungry? You can get a food stamp card in this city. Homeless? Well, you can go rent a room. Remarkable Enterprises. Look them up. Remarkable Enterprises. Sacramento. He rents rooms. He's got dorms. You know, you share a room in a house. Nice houses all over the city. Now you got a place to stay. You got a drug problem. There's drug counselors and all kind of stuff. If you emotional problems, you got all kind of support programs to help people who have mental challenges. We have opportunities out here, but are you willing to sacrifice? You know, there's these schools. People are like, I ain't going to school, man. I gotta get out here and get money. Okay. And then 10 years from now, I'm going to see you and you're going to be, man, I ain't going to get a job. I got to get out here and get money. 10 years after that, man, you're going to be done. 5 years after that, you're going to be done. Because once you develop the history of being a criminal and a thug, it's hard to rise above it. I mean, you can if you change the way you think. And you sacrifice and learn to educate yourself. The biggest thing, the worst thing that those so-called leaders in our communities have done to us was deprived us of quality education. That is the worst thing they did. And they've been doing it for like the last 40 years. Why is that the worst thing? That's the very worst thing, because they prepared generations of our people, my generation, this young generation that's coming up now, The generation before me was my dad. They was old school, and so they did things a different way. My dad owned 2 houses when he was 30 something. You know what I mean? But that was in a different day. You know, a lot of black folks bought houses out here, came from the South, and then they destroyed our community. And look at us now. You know, we all feel victimized. And I'm like, you know what? I know history. I know what's happened to our people. But at the same time, I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not going to, you know, be angry and hateful and stop my own progress because of it. No, I'm just going to make myself strong and my family strong. And so that one day, if all of us are doing that, then as a collective, we'll be strong. Make sense? Or you can just sit up there and you burn flags and hate yourself and hate your life and stuff like that. I mean, that's your prerogative. You don't have to join society. You don't have to, you know, get out here and work hard and hustle. But I'm the one that I don't want to ask nobody for nothing. I would rather be able to get out here and work hard and make a good name for myself and, you know, and start building something, building that foundation that I didn't have. I left home at 13. I had no home after that. After that, it was just the streets. But I refused that for the lives of my kids. I refused to have them experience that pain and all that loneliness and that anger and hate and all that stuff. I said, I'm going to do something different. And I developed a career for myself. I learned. I'm still learning. You know what I mean? I'm still learning because my journey started like 10 years ago. Wasn't that long ago. So 10 years ago, I was just telling my partner, I was like, you know what? It's been about 10 years since I was in a different line of work. But, you know, people, that's why I can't really get mad at when people talk about the president because, you know, about his past, you know, if he messed with a porn star or whatever, all that, don't matter. It's just history. People all change. Look at Don King. You know, he murdered somebody. He was in prison. And he became a billionaire, a model citizen. You know what I mean? Look at, there's a lot of people that you admire that did some dirty stuff in the past. You know what I mean? But they changed their lives. You know what I mean? You know, you have people who were drug addicts when they were young because they were going through something different in life. And, you know, and they may have been in and out of jail, but then they maybe found God or just decided that they wanted to change. And they changed. I used to steal cars, man. Shoot. I ain't no car thief. You can leave $1,000 on the table and I'm not going to touch it. It's not mine. I don't get down like that. When I was younger, it might have been a different story, but when I was younger, I would never steal from my friends or never steal from my family. That was a no-no. You don't steal from your loved ones. So anyways, opportunity. The world is full of opportunity. And if we, you know, enhance the people's ability to spot the opportunities, if we can help these young people find the opportunities, you know what I mean, we could change a lot in the community. You know, I just want to see black folks winning. I want to see black folks with some new set of standard morals, because we've allowed liberalism to really just strip us down of our morality, and I think it's hurting us because we have a lot of children out there that's growing up without fathers. People just hook up, have babies, and then, you know, the babies end up suffering because they don't have that structure. They don't have that foundation. And then, you know, the liberals, they don't want us to have that foundation and that structure. You know, dividing the men from the women and, you know, making us hate each other. And they, you know, they promoting others. And, you know, it's like, it's a lot going on that's continuing to divide us. But we have to keep people out of business. And we have to really just like figure out how do we just become strong. And the number one thing we have to do is we have to educate ourselves. We have to educate our kids and make sure that they're prepared for this society. Because this society is beautiful when you're doing your thing right. If you're working and you're able to, you know, take vacations with your family, go buy a boat, go cruising on the lake every summer or whatever. You know what I mean? You want to buy a hog or Harley. You know, if you're working and you stay saving your money and you're paying your bills and you're able to support your family, life is beautiful. You know, some people say, "Oh, if you work, you a slave." Well, what the hell? What you gonna do in a socialist society? You really gonna be a slave? They're gonna have you out in the farm, farming rice. You know, as the collective. You know what I mean? You're gonna be out there making mud bricks, and you know, all for the government. You see, North Korea they would send you out to Russia to go work in a logging camp, or go send you out to somewhere down south to work in the mines, and they would take you and 1,000 people, and they would barter your work, and that country would write a check to North Korea. You don't get nothing. You're a slave. That's a socialist society, major socialist society. That's how they live, and that's what we don't want over here. We done been through slavery once in this country. We don't need it again. Just saying. So what we need everybody to do is we need everybody to seek out the opportunities to better yourself. We need you to get out there and educate yourself. Learn how to be a mechanic. Learn how to be an electrician. Learn how to be a carpenter. Learn how to be a legal aid. Learn how to be a nurse. Learn how to be an EMT. You know, learn how to be a chef. Learn how to be a construction worker. Learn how to be an IT help desktop support person. They make good money. And there's a lot of demand. Learn how to be an engineer. They got to go to India to find these people. And these people are from third world country, but guess what? They have so much vision. They see nothing but opportunity. And when they come over here, they win. Because they sacrifice to educate themselves. These guys are in India, and they're smarter than most people in America. You know what I mean? Because that's their culture. Their culture is to educate themselves. We need that same culture. Anyways, I gotta go get my son. I hear him being hyphy. Thank y'all for listening. I appreciate you. Check out AkilJennings.com. I will put this in the Akil Jennings store. And yeah, opportunity. Help people find opportunity. If you know of some opportunities, share them. Okay? It's your boy Akil, aka BayBrotha. AkilJennings.com.